Hello and a warm welcome to the first of two videos for A2, and we're doing the first algebra homework here. We're going to have a little look at some algebra, and what we're going to do today is collect like terms and simplify. You're going to need that. That's your homework booklet. So let's start off with a little story about simplifying. Well, the other day I went to the chip shop, and when I got there I said, "I'll have a bag of chips please." And, I'll have another bag of chips, please. Oh, and a pie, please. And they said, "Anything else?" "Oh, yeah, I'll have some mushy peas, please." "Anything else?" "I'll have some more chips, please. And some more mushy peas. And another bag of chips." "Oh, and a pie." "Anything else?" they said. "Oh," I said, "I'll have some mushy peas and some chips and, one more mushy peas." Now, that wouldn't really happen in real life, would it? We would put all the chips together, all the pies together, and all the mushy peas. We would probably ask for 5 bags of chips, 2 pies, and 4 lots of mushy peas. And what we've done there, we've just collected the like terms. All the chips have been collected into an amount, all the pies, all the mushy peas. And I suppose if we wanted to use some symbols like we do in algebra, we could even call it 5c plus 2p plus 4m for mushy peas. And that's really what we're going to do now. Only we're going to do it with algebra symbols, not with chips and pies and mushy peas. So say we had that. 5a plus 3a plus 2a. Well, they're all a's, and we got 5 of them, and 3 of them is 8 of them, plus 2 of them, 10a. We've simplified it. We've written less. It's easier to understand. Well, what about this one? 7a plus 4a, that's 11a. Take away 5a's, well, that's a total of 6a. And it hasn't always got to be positive numbers. We could have some negatives like this. We've got 6a, take away 5a. Well, that's 1a or a. And then we've got to take away another 4a. Well, that's going to give us minus 3a. Okay, so what we've done there is rather than write 3 different amounts of a's, we've worked them out and just given one amount in each case. Let's have a look at them when we've got 2 letters. So we got 5a plus 3b plus 2a. So what we're going to do, let's get a look at those a's then. Let's put some circles around them. Now we got 5a plus 2a. Well, that's a total of 7a. And what's left? Well, there's just 3b, and that's a plus. So it's plus 3b. So we've simplified it. We've written less. We haven't got 2 lots of a's. We've worked out what the total is. Now the ones we're going to come across may well be something like that. 3x plus 2y plus 5x plus 3y. And we're going to use a little strategy called circles and squares. Now what do we mean by that? Well, we're going to put circles round the x's and squares round the y's. But we've got to be careful that we grab the sign in front of the 5x or whatever we're going to put a circle around. So let's have a look. We've got a circle around the 3x, and remember that 3x is plus 3x. And then we've got a circle around plus 5x. Okay, so how many x's in total? Well, there's 3 of them or 5 of them. That's 8x. So let's put squares around the y's now. There we go. Making sure we grab the sign in front. So we've got plus 2y plus 3y. That's a total of plus 5y. Now in reality, we would probably leave the circles and squares on the paper. We wouldn't rub them out or anything. So let's have a look at an example where we do that. So we've got x's and y's. Let's put circles around the x's. Remember to grab the sign in front when we can. So we've got 2x plus 3x. Oh, that's 5x. And let's leave those circles there and put squares around the y's. So we've got plus 5y. Take away 2y. So that's a total of 3y. So we'll say there, 5x plus 3y. We have simplified it. Excellent. Let's have a look at another one then. So we're going to do, it's not always x and y's, it could be any letters. So once again, circles and squares. We put a circle around 7p. Now the circle goes round minus 5p. Okay, make sure we get that minus in the circle. So that's 7p minus 5p is 2p. Squares round the q's. We got 3 of them plus 2 of them. There we go, 5q. Simplified. Excellent. Let's have a look at one with some nasty minus signs, and we'll see how we get on. So this time we're putting a circle around that first one, and that's minus 3u. And then a circle around plus 8u. So we got minus 3u plus 8u. Well, overall, that's plus 5u, or just 5u. Now let's put squares around the v's. Plus 5v, take away 7v. Well, if you've got £5 in the bank and you spend 7, you're £2 overdrawn. Or in other words, minus 2. So that's minus 2v. There we go. We've simplified it. Nice and easy using circles and squares. Circles round all the terms with one letter in. Squares round the terms with the other letter. Okay, so let's have a look. How can we make this a bit trickier? That's what we always do in maths, isn't it? We get to understand something, we make it a bit trickier. Let's put a bracket in to make an extra step. Now what we've got to do here is actually expand the bracket, get rid of the bracket. Now that 2 that's outside the bracket multiplies everything inside. So the 2 multiplies 3a. So 2 lots of 3a is 6a. And that 2 also multiplies minus 2b. So 2 lots of minus 2b is minus 4b. And now the brackets have gone. Let's write down the rest of that there. So we've got plus 2a plus 7b. And now we're back to the previous kind of example. We got rid of the brackets. And we're just going to do circles and squares like that. How many a's? Well, 8a. How many b's? Minus 4b plus 7b. That's a total of plus 3b. So it was made a little bit trickier with those brackets, but once we got rid of them, then everything was nice and easy like the previous one. Now we could make it a little bit trickier and have 2 lots of brackets. Right, what do we do here? Well, we get rid of them both. See that 3 there? Outside that first bracket? Well, that's multiplying everything inside the first bracket. So 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times plus 3y is plus 9y. Then we got plus 2 outside the next bracket, so that's 2 lots of 5x, that's 10x, but also 2 lots of minus 2y, so that's minus 4y. Watch out for that minus there. Okay, so the 2 multiplied minus 2y to give us minus 4y. Now, we've just got to do circles and squares. Let's have a look at our x's. 6 of them plus 10 of them, 16x. And then we got plus 9y minus 4y. What's that then? 5y. Okay, well that's about it really. Over to you now to do the exercise. There's 9 questions, but it shouldn't take too long. Okay, press pause, work out the questions, and then when you want to check your answers, press play. Okay, how do you get on then? Let's have a look at number 1. Expand. So what that means is that 5 is multiplying everything in the bracket. 5 times 3x, that's 15x. 5 times minus 2 is minus 10. So I've just put that in there. That's a recent exam question, you see, from November 2017. And it's not really simplifying, but it's sort of using the first steps of algebra that we're learning here. Okay, let's have a look at number 2. Now this is a nice simplified one. They're all a's. We got 5 of them plus another 1. Remember, a on its own is 1a. So that's 6 plus 3a, 9a. 1 mark, nice and easy. Number 3, we got 2 separate questions. Let's have a look at the first one. We got p, or 1p, plus 4p, plus 3p. That's a total of 8p. Now let's have a look. Let's put some circles around the x's. We got 7 of them, take away 3, so that's 4x. And we're left with minus 5y. There we go. That's simplified. We've tidied it up. Instead of having 3 terms, we've got 1 or 2 terms in the second one. Question number 4. So we've got 3r minus 40 plus 6r plus 70. I've written it out again there so I can do my circles and squares. Circles around the r. We've got 3r plus 6r. Well, that's 9r. Let's put some squares around the t's. It's minus 4 of them plus 7. That's a total of plus 3t. There we go. Number 5. Similar thing. We got k's and m's. Let's put circles around the k's. 8k, then minus 2k is 6k. Then we've got squares round the m's. Plus 3m, take away 8. That's a total minus 5m. Okay, let's have a look at number 6. Again, similar thing. We got g's and f's. So circles around the g's. 10g, take away 3g. That's 7g. We got circles and circles, not circles and squares. Sorry about that. Now we got minus 5f plus 3f. So minus 5 plus 3 is minus 2f. Nearly there. Number 7. We got some brackets. So that 2 is multiplying everything in the bracket. So 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. And then we got a plus 3x plus 4. Let's put circles around the x's. 6 of them plus 3 of them, 9x. And then let's have a look. Squares round the numbers on their own. Minus 2 plus 4 plus 2. That's it, simplified. 3 marks for that, not bad, is it? Now, number 8. First thing we're going to do is remove the brackets. This is from a recent paper, November 2016. Now we've got that first bracket. There's nothing multiplying it, so we can just write that out. 7x minus 5y. This is the tricky bit here. We've got minus everything in the second bracket. So minus 3x is minus 3x. And then we got minus plus 2y. So it's minus 2y. And now what we've got to do is just use circles and squares. So that's 4x. Then we got minus 5y, minus another 2y. That's minus 7y. So that's the one, the answer there is that one. And last but not least, one with 2 brackets. How'd you get on with this then? So the first bracket's multiplied by 4. 4 times 2d is 8d. 4 times minus 3 is minus 12. Then the second bracket, 3 times 5 is 15. And then we got plus 3 times minus 7d. So that's minus 21d. Let's use some circles and squares. 8d minus 21d. Okay, well that's minus 13d. And then we got 2 squares there. They're going to be close together and look like one rectangle. Minus 12 plus 15. Well, that's plus 3. And there's the answer. Very often in maths we don't like to start with a minus, so we might write that as 3 minus 13d. But minus 13d plus 3 is perfectly okay. Well, that's it. You've now dipped your toes in the pool of algebra that we're going to study in this course, and hopefully found everything okay so far. It's bye from me, and I'll speak to you on the next video. Bye for now.